Radio's got a neat sprite whenever she hits 5 stars. Almost a waste. Ooh, another gold. It's not going to pop rainbow. I just got my second of her TMR from smushing the first one I actually farmed. And it's situationally not a bad TMR. So far we're 14 pulls in with 2 golds, so I guess that's a little high for gold pulls. If 3% banner rate's right on these things, we should see 3 rainbows from this for a total of 13. And then maybe 1 off of the golds. Getting a lot of Final Fantasy characters and not a lot of Brave Exvius characters. Fang was actually one of my favorites from 13. I didn't like the game at all, but she wasn't a bad character. I guess Meryl is the first we've gotten. There was a BE character since Odogiri. She looks like she's from Type 0, which I've never played. Oh, another Garland. Fun times. If I didn't have 300 million of them, I guess equipped large swords would be kind of nice to have. I'm a big Kefka fan. 6 was my favorite, probably of all time if you don't count Tactics. And yeah, I agree with Cooley. That's a really cool sprite for somebody who's just a 3-star. Ooh, still got 103 to go. Back in the old days, that TMR right there was part of the meta for damage dealers. He'd fight bosses and just barrage non-stop since it was 4 hits. Only the real lucky people could get that, and also get Zidane's TMR, which gave you dual wield. guess the Jack still has a decent TMR. It's been eclipsed by some stuff that has 2 built in, like Ayaka's, but there's still a place to stack that if you're trying to max out your limit gauge per turn. And now we're just pulling all the type 0 characters. Ooh, we got a gold. Riku. Still used for TMR from time to time. It's nice for eccentric and nice for chaos grenade. I think some people are still using that TMR, but high use clothes kind of got rid of any necessity. Oh, all kinds of golds. None of them are popping rainbow though. Back before we were in the 7-star meta, golds actually had a use, and William was one of the first magical chainers we got a hold of, and some people used him for his quake chaining. Hey, non-stop. Wrestler, not really appearing in any Final Fantasy game. Another one that I think is a real cool looking sprite. Cool attack animation, and stuck at 3 stars. Which for Shaka is better than her regular one. Or Skaha. I always get it wrong. Another guy who was a big deal back in the day because he was the first 30% hit point materia. I'm gonna assume he's French Canadian. It's pronounced Guy. Still useful. You can take those to Item World and get High Tide put on them, and you've got a free High Tide. We're at 38 pulls now, so numbers wise, you see a rainbow anytime. But that's not how numbers work. Too many streams for rainbow. He's a rainbow in Japan. With 18 gold tickets, we should see a rainbow in those, but again, not how numbers work. FFBE, awesome. gold. Now go to rainbow. Come on. Nope. Too many streams of light. I actually farmed one of her harps. Never used it, but I farmed it. Not much I can say about Furion other than I got a bunch of equip H armors. Another Abel, awesome. He was good until they started giving it away as a raid summon. King, his TMR is never good even before they gave it away as a raid summon. But we did just pull Abel and Cain back to back, which is some sort of biblical prophecy, I'm sure. Cryle, yay. Another unit I'd love to see as a rainbow. I played a whole lot of Final Fantasy XI, and I don't remember Shintoto at all. Also, it's kind of against Teru. That might be why. I'm sure there's a use for that armor somewhere, but I don't know what it is. Waka waka waka. Alright, gold. Let's go into it. I hope it won't. Really overshadowed on his banner by a better 5-star, who then has been overshadowed because she wasn't that great to begin with. I guess there's still a use for quick attack if you're looking to max out your dodge. Ravis, you think he'd be more powerful than he is, but he isn't. I guess same for Kefka though. And we are 54, 55 down now and 0 rainbows. They say if you got a Tifa, you need to farm his TMR, but there's really not any content that needs Tifa yet. Pulled 3 of her, and she's kind of ridden the bench ever since I got her, which is unfortunate. Kind of cool character with a cool LB. Another Bimbadil. That means good luck's got to be coming soon. Yet, here we are. Freya, kind of a useful TMR. When you're looking to max out your dark resist, it gets half of it at once. Popped into yellow, it's popped into a rainbow? No, denied. Ryu, Mini. It'd be nice if they could make more people with unpronounceable names. After this one, let's take a break and go pull some gold, see what happens. Saz, decent dodge TMR if you don't have Rings of Lucy. Surely one of these has got a pop rainbow. Vanille, not a bad TMR. And it's kind of sad to think that these days it's pretty much all good 3 and 4 stars or 4. Because Setzer was really useful whenever he first came out. A lot of cheese strategies with his fixed damage. Nine might have been the first Dragoon in the game. First legit Dragoon who did jumps. Can't remember for sure. Do love Ash. Second Goken we pulled. Hope. One of those that stunk the day he came out. Time Luca, I really have no knowledge of anything about her. Got a bunch of her. Suzume. A lot of people are pulling for her TMR recently. It's a close that gives Katana plus 30. %. Not for nothing. Hey, save up 100 tickets and just go nuts and you may get one. I've got 9 Luniths now, so I have enough of his TMR or STMR that it doesn't really matter. Still no rainbows. I guess he's an interesting steampunk looking guy, but got a harp that gives light resistance. Guess it has its uses somewhere. On the handful of people that can equip an instrument. Still not bad. 40% magic up is still a nice equip. I like his animation where he makes the shield out of the sword and the other shield half. Maybe it's victory or something. Do it. Nah. We're gonna go through all of these gold tickets without a single rainbow, aren't we? Miss Tia. Miss T, however you pronounce it. Ooh, I may have pulled him more than any other gold. The first three or four of him I TMR'd instantly because of the raid or the King Mog, or I don't remember how I got a bunch of his Moogles, but I think it's the one that gives you 30% attack and critical hits or something like that. Garnet was nice to have before I pulled a bunch of the debuffer from Christmas. Kryla. Got enough of her to get her super TMR, and it's way better than Garnet's. No rainbows. It's about my luck on this. So for the count, we're up to 77 pulls now. 19 of them were yellow tickets or 4-star tickets, and we're up to 0 rainbows. So thank God. We got 10 5-star tickets to go. So we'll at least get 10, unless my luck is so bad they go from rainbow to blue. Initially, somebody wanted me to broadcast this because they wanted to see the disappointment in my face whenever I pulled multiple Delitas. This is just kind of cake to me. It's all fun. I'm not really hoping for anything. I mean, I love another Aurora Frivia. I love a second Frivia, but I'm not expecting it here because the odds are so low. Just kind of fun to pull. Don't really want any more Delitas, so I think I'm up to 7 of those guys. Yeah, I didn't pull my first fry until maybe a month and a half ago, and I had been sitting on her TMR Moogle for the longest time and was so happy when I finally pulled it. And I've been a day one player, and honestly, I was jealous of the people who were able to use Fry to breeze through content earlier. I never was really hurting because on Orlando's banner I pulled 2 of him without even trying, so it's not like I was wanting for good units at the time, but Fry seemed to take things to a different level and was there for a long time. I did grab 2 Aurora Frypias last week, and she seems to be pretty good, but having 2 Fries in the battlefield at the same time and getting their added ability seems pretty cool. It's Buffalo Wild Wings. I think the only 5-star that hasn't come in recent time that I haven't picked up any of them is Gladiolus. He's eluded me, so I wouldn't mind seeing one of him just for the heck of it. For whatever reason, whenever I pull, like I won't get something for the longest time, and then that'll be all that I get. Like 2 months ago, I had 0 Eileens and I had zero of the girl with the big can, whatever her name is, who's been out for so long, and I ended up with four of the girl with the cannon, and I now have three Eileens, and Olive, and they're both kind of useless right now. Olive's STMR is pretty cool, so I'm gonna get that eventually, and I really would like Eileen's Super TMR, but as units themselves, there's better out. Olive's good, I guess, for the first turn KOs on raids. I guess another big winner from the tickets for me would be a second Kurosame. Locke is another one of my favorites from Final Fantasy VI. Back in the old days, whenever I would actually change the name of the characters, I would call him Indiana, and Setzer was Rogers after Kenny Rogers because I thought that's what he looked like. All right, 27 of these to go. The end's in sight. I actually kind of like her TMR. It's hit points and its limit break gauge up, I think. Yep, fill right up. So I think I use it pretty regularly in arena. So yeah, up to 91 pulls now with no rainbows. If you're ever wondering how gacha works, I always thought this is kind of an ironic unit because her TMR is Whip Mastery. It's like Whip plus 30% attack, and nobody uses whips for attack except for her. Everybody uses them for magic. Same name as BB King's guitar. Figure if I don't look at the screen whenever one of the crystals comes out, it's going to come down a rainbow, but I think we all know how that works. My iPad keeps trying to change arc to actually, like arc isn't a real word. There's Alma number 2. I hope people are having fun watching my misery of dropping all these tickets and not getting any rainbows, but again, that's what the 5 stars are for. For a while, I really thought that the rate on EX tickets was higher than it was on regulars because my luck was just so good on the EX tickets, but it's any kind of small sample size, I guess. Oh, cool, another arc. Haven't seen him before. Hey! Finally grabbed a rainbow. Tifa! And that might be Tifa's STMR, which is a Fist Premium Heart, I think. So it took 100 pulls to get a rainbow, and 18 or 19 of those being 4-star tickets. Her STMR would be a lot better for me, except I do have Precious, who's another one of those that I had none of and pulled like 4 of them. Oh, right. Pulled 4 of them like in a 2 months period. And they're just coming down like crazy. Old Mike from Gumi heard me complaining. Hey, and that's not bad at all. Today is a success no matter what. 1 away from her STMR, which is a really nice STMR for, I guess, anybody who can use a sword. Because it's 2-hand and lets her do true dual wield and gives you variance. And it might be so good that it's worth blowing a UOC on. Alright, 23 more tickets to go. Maybe we can pull more than 10 rainbows. It's like the rat that has a big chef's knife or big butcher knife. All the ones on that banner were really cool looking characters that didn't really have a whole lot of use. More Buffalo Wild Wings. Alright, gold to rainbow, let's go. Nope. Another Suzume. Sorry about that, Theories. In this game, though, I have to say there's really no better feeling than watching your crystal go from one color to the next, and even better to go all 3, which has happened like twice to me. Under 10. I really hope I have enough spots left in my unit roster to not have to do cleanup right now. Because when this is done, I'll be ready to go and get on the road to go hiking. I got a mess of arcs. There was a real short period where Arc was the best mage in the game, maybe like a month or 2. Sarah's big use is that she can make everybody dodge. Jack, which is my son's name. Yeah, the variance really gives you that nice damage chunk, Dana. I've got 40 UOC tickets, something like that, so it's a real strong candidate for UOCing. I haven't used one yet. I had toyed with using one on Wilhelm, the 5-star tank, because I didn't get him for the longest time. And then whenever they enhanced Merc Ramza, I was okay, and then I pulled another Wilhelm. Like, I don't understand like all the math behind it, but I know that just the variance level when you go from like 1.0 to 1.2 variance to, to like 1.2 to 1.8 variance, it just goes up a ton in damage. And yeah, I've been using your Aurora Fry a lot for the raid. What I typically do at the raid, I have enough good friends that there's almost always somebody in my friends roster who can carry me, and I take somebody who needs to be leveled 7-star, and I throw all the experience multipliers on them, and then give them World Destroyer, and then use somebody else to carry me, and then they soak up all of the experience points, and you can almost get somebody from 100 to 120 over 2 week. I'm still, unfortunately, trying to get my Emperor up there, which is would be nice to get him to 120. All right, we're done with the regular tickets, so all we got is rainbows now. So hopefully my luck is good and they'll all stay rainbows. Hey, it's olive number 5. Weehee. Probably mad that I forgot her name earlier. See, I don't worry about the 6-star because I pull so many of the regular cactars during raids that that's what I use to level people to 6-star. And that is Super TMR for Seed, which it's a shield maybe? I'll go check later. So yeah, this has been a overall pretty nice thing. Completely random. So I don't use my 3-star cactars on 7-star. I just use those on people getting them up to 6-star. I only fuse the 4-star, the king cactars together to level up my 7-stars. If nothing else, they're pretty to look at, right? Yeah. I already have her Super TMR, so I guess we get more Nirvanas. Won't stop till everybody has Nirvana. And that's Nalu number 3. Her Super TMR is like a two-handed spear, maybe? Yeah, I have a bunch of Super TMRs. Like, I'm good at pulling dupes. I have so many lunettes and so many dark. I'm gonna have a team of C cards, a team of 7-star C cards. That's number 5. 3 out of 10 tickets. You can't make this up. Hey, Gladiolus number 1. He does exist. If I get another C card, then I will officially have pulled more C cards than arcs in this set of tickets. I don't know, I think all pulls are kind of rigged because it's just not random enough. And that's Squall number 5 for me. Yeah, I wasn't lucky with Marquis de Leon, and I was lucky to have 2 A2s. I got them both this year. Pulled no 5-stars off the original Nier. It's like Lunera 5 for me. I need to make her Super TMR at some point. It's like 100% Demon Killer and Demon Resistance. And the last one, let's see what this is. Oh, we still got the 10 plus 1 and the 5 plus 1 to do and see what those are. Excitement. And Aloha Laswell number 5. Good TMR. Super TMR is kind of eh. It's a one-handed katana, 170 attack with 20 or 40 defense. Laswell's got better. Okay. The 5-1 first. More rainbows, come on. So after I get Seacard, I'll have his shield and I'll have Merc Ram's shield, so both of those are nice. I totally don't remember her name. She has the gun mastery, I think, which I thought was funny because there was somebody on the banner named Cannon, and Cannon didn't have the gun mastery. The Rabbits. All right. Last poll. No rainbows, but not all blues either. Alright, so good times. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching. If people had fun, then maybe I'll do polls again, or I don't know, something. This is just kind of for fun. I ain't in this to make any kind of cred for myself as a streamer, because I don't really have any interest in that. So I hope everybody has a good rest of their day, and I will talk with you later.